DIY vanilla bean extract 2 different ways and far less for what you can buy it in the stores. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I just want to thank all my old subscribers and welcome my new subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. So I'm always trying to do better for my family. So that involves saving money where I can. So I have been making vanilla extract for several years now. And with the prices of vanilla beans skyrocketing in the last few years, it's just made sense to make my own vanilla extract for pennies on what I would have to pay for it in the stores. So I've decided this go round to make 2 different ones. I usually make it with vodka, but I've decided to tweak it a little bit and make it a little bit different in addition to the vodka this time around. Now I'm using a different bottle as well. My vanilla beans, I have some of the Madagascar vanilla beans left over from a project I did probably, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. I made some blueberry pie filling and I had these left over. So I just vacuum sealed it because I didn't use them all. And I went online just before Christmas to find some more because I knew I was running low. And the price has just skyrocketed for the Madagascar vanilla beans. So I did find these Tahitian vanilla beans, which they say are pretty good for what I'm trying to do, which is I'm trying to make vanilla. I usually make my own vanilla and I put it into this container that I've had for quite a while. It's vanilla extract, but I actually just put my own vanilla extract in here because I usually do them in a mason jar, but because mason jars are so hard to find in my area, I'm trying to kind of get away from doing things in mason jars and try to find other containers to do them in. And this is what I found. It's like I want to say a pup, a soda bottle, like the old soda bottles, and it has the stopper and the little gasket and everything on it. It's about half the size I would do of a pint size mason jar is what I really usually make my vanilla extract in. But because I couldn't find that size, I got 6 of these, and I'm going to do 3 of the vodka, which I normally do, and then I'm going to try, I got some bourbon of them and see how that works out. And that's what they actually cure, or I don't know how to say it, like steep the vanilla beans in, I heard. Well, I researched. That's what I researched. So that's why I'm trying the one I normally do with the vodka and see how that turns out. So of course I've washed my bottles and everything and they've dried out. I found these at Ace Hardware. They only had 6. I wish they would have had more, but that's all they had. So that's what I got. So what I'm going to do is just cut my vanilla beans to fit my jars. And I think I normally do about 4 in my pint size mason jars. So I'm going to do 2 in this. And then I let it sit in a cool, dark place for about, it depends on how it looks. So this is probably going to be hard to decipher if I think it's ready or not, because I usually wait till it gets about this color or a little bit darker before I start using it. Sometimes, well, one I had really good. So maybe I'll wait a year on these and do it that way, because I do have one more bottle, maybe 2 of these bottles. So I only have one. So I have enough probably to last me a year, so these will probably be steeping for a year before I get around to using or needing them. So this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I just opened up my brand new bag of vanilla beans that I got off of Amazon, and maybe I shouldn't pour them out on my counter. Hold on. So this is probably gonna make them hard to see, but hopefully you will see what I saw. See that? Those little white spores on my vanilla beans? Yes, that is what you think it is. That is mold. And it's on the tips. It's everywhere. So it's not even like I can just cut the tips off and it would use the rest of the bean. No. It is all over the place. Yeah. I swear my life is like Murphy's Law. If anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna open up the second pack and see how that looks. See, the second package of beans is just fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut some of these up. And what I do is I cut them in half. And then I cut them lengthways. They release their beans. So I usually put about 2 in my pint-sized jar, maybe 2, depending on what size they are. If they're long like this, I would put 2, so like 4 pieces, depending on the size, or the length I should say. And then all you have to do is try not to cut my finger, because with my luck, yeah, I would. So I'm going to put 2 or 3 pieces. Now I say 2 or 3 pieces, like this would be 1 piece, so that'd be a whole bean, and then if I do another one, that'd be 1.5 beans into my, this is 8.5 ounces jars. So I just drop them in my jars like that. You can see that. And then I'm just going to drop these in here. And then all you have to do, move this out of the way. Got a great camera angle. Yeah, right. So all I do is just take my funnel and I'm just sticking it in the top, even though you can't see it. And then I'll start with the bourbon. And all you want to do is pour it in. Woo, this is strong. I don't drink, so this is like, wow. And you want to leave a little bit of room at the top so you can shake them. Because you do want to shake them for the first like week or so. This stuff is strong. Wow. I'm not used to alcohol, but woo-wee. So I'm just putting the top on. Yeah. Close up. And then just shake it like that. Just shake it. That's why you want to leave some room at the top so you can shake them. But you want to make sure your beans are covered. So if I was doing my pints, sometimes I just fold them down, fold them in half and cut them. That makes sense. Instead of cutting them in half first and then cutting them, I would just cut them lengthways, fold them in half and stick them in my pint size. But since I don't have any pint size jars at the moment to use for that, I'm just going to do it this way. I don't know if you can see that. It's already started to release its beans. See those beans around in there? So now I'm going to do the vodka. And this is what I normally do. Oh, happens when I look in the when I'm looking in the camera. Up my alcohol that I spilled. I know some people are like cringing, don't waste the alcohol. I don't drink like that, so yeah. So you just want to shake it. And you want to shake it a couple of times a week for the first like week or two. And then just sit it in a nice, cool, dark place to let it steep for, I do at least 6 months. I've used it at 6 months when I first started. Now I'm probably enough to last me a year. So these will be steeping for a year. And let me show you. Of what it looks like. Kind of gets dark like that. If you can see that, let me see if I can give you a good. It's not like dark, but it's dark. If that makes any sense. That doesn't make any sense, Makita. Okay. My vanilla extract, one in vodka and one in bourbon. And you can see it's already started to release its beans in there. And I'll just go back every once or twice a week and just shake it for the first week or two, and then I'll just leave it and maybe check on it once a month and just make sure it's doing okay, nothing's going wrong with it, and the beans are covered, they haven't floated to the top or anything like that. So easy way to make vanilla extract, and I'm so excited to see what this bourbon one turns out to be. So that's it. I'll give you a update in about a year, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos.